Hey friends, welcome. This is not a snow day, my weekday podcast slash YouTube channel slash video series about how to deal, cope, make the best of, manage, navigate these curious times we find ourselves in. Day 55 of quarantine here in southeastern Michigan. Just got the word that our governor, Gretchen Whitmer, aka Big Gretch, is extending the stay-at-home order until the 28th of May. So that's going on here in Metro Detroit. That's not the only thing. I try to put a really positive spin on these videos, and the reality is that I live 500 feet from the city of Detroit's borders, and there's a coyote wandering around our backyards. Murder hornets, apparently that's a thing. Looking at the Farmer's Almanac, turns out we are predicting some snowstorms for mid-May in New York and potentially Michigan. Man, that's a lot. That is a lot. And yet here we are. And so we can focus on the negative or the strange or the unsettling and maybe lose ourselves a little bit. Or we can do our best to do our best. So I want to call out a couple things. Yesterday, I called out that our neighbors and I were passing notes in the window. Today's question was your favorite animal. I went with giraffe for some obvious reasons. And then today I went to the mailbox and I got a postcard. I got a legit postcard. I'm like, hopefully you can see this thing. It says, "We can do hard things." And this was sent to me by one of my buddies who I play basketball with. We don't see each other very often at all when we're not playing basketball. But just the fact that he thought to drop a line and just totally brighten my day, just to get that little message. And that's the power of a little gesture when we don't focus on all the negative stuff that we're being fed and the videos and is that true and who do I believe and what happened. And instead we don't focus on ourselves and what we can't control and hey, what if I did something for somebody else? So shout out John Kim. Love it, man. Thank you very much for the postcard. Made my day. I'm going to put it up on our little backdrop that's growing back there with BB-8. So one of the things that happens in education, for those of you who are new to education, welcome, is we sometimes sit down and we call out the thing we said we were going to do, and we really legitimately say oh yeah, we were going to start that. Or oh my gosh, what happened to that? Because we get so busy with the day-to-day that just putting out the little fires in front of us that we forget the big plan. And so what I would like to do on this Thursday is call your attention to some things you started doing that might have been going really well, and then they just kind of slid. And maybe it's lack of attention, maybe they got hard, maybe other things popped up. My guess is that there's a couple of habits that you might have fallen into that are not really working for you and not feeling good. And instead of me chastising you or doing anything like that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this up, and in the About section, there's going to be a video that I watched that really helped me conceptualize some things. And the metaphor is that you're a spaceship. You are kind of in isolation in a spaceship. You've been sent off the planet in isolation, right? And when you come back to Earth, the hope is that you're as good, if not better. Now, I don't want to fall into the trap of saying you got to get better, you got to improve, and creating anxiety in this time. That's not what I'm interested in. However, it talks about how to keep your mental and emotional filled up, and how to do that, and how to have some clear spaces for hanging out, for working, for creating, for exercising. And I think it's really helpful. It helped kind of focus me a little bit. And it's just great. It's a great animation. I think you could probably watch it with, I know you could watch it with younger people, and it might make some things clear to them. So I'm going to put this on all my social media. I'm also going to link it into the About section about this video. So you'll see a link there. Definitely worth your time. Make it a 15-minute exercise today. 5 of me and the 10 minutes in the video. So check that out. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if that helps you at all. Subscribe down below so you get the alerts when my videos drop. And let me know what you want to see more of. What's working, what's not. So this is not a snow day. Beware the coyotes. Beware the murder hornets, but really be wary of the thoughts you spend time on and the thoughts you don't. Be wary of how isolation is treating you and how you're treating yourself in isolation. So this is not a snow day. Can't have 55 snow days in a row. That's just not a thing. Have a great day. I'll see you for tomorrow's episode.